If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Our Coach's Corner continues with Coach Jonathan Beverly, fourth-year head coach and athletic director at Childersburg High School. Coach, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us this morning. And time flies. Fourth year as head man at Childersburg, and you kind of grown every year, year to year. And what about fall camp and getting ready for Shelby County tonight?
It's been a good fall camp for us. We feel really good. This is a really good group of seniors that we've got. And they. I don't try to play favorites, but my first year they were freshmen, and so I've seen them grow up from 14-year-old boys just learning how to put their cleats on to seniors that are leading our program right now. So we feel really good about that group, and we've got some younger guys that have stepped up and done some good things too. But we've had a good fall camp, and our seniors have led the way.
The expectation of those that follow and support Childersburg football, it's never lax, and it's not lax this year. They're expecting big things that follows Childersburg football.
Yeah, and within the program, we're expecting some big things. Again, this senior class has worked extremely hard. And we've got some talent, but we've also got a group of guys that are just working so hard and putting in countless hours in the weight room, doing things on the practice field the way we're supposed to do. So we feel good about the group that we've got. You
lost some guys off of last year's team at graduation, and got some shoes to fill this fall.
Yeah, we've got some shoes to fill. One spot, making a transition at quarterback, and Cameron Thrash moving from receiver to quarterback, and he's done a great job transitioning. He was our offensive MVP as a receiver last year, so now we feel really good with the ball touching his hands every play as a quarterback. And really defensively, we were fortunate not to lose a lot defensively. We've got our top three returning tacklers are back on that side of the ball, so we feel good there, and we've been able to add some coaches to the staff, which has helped tremendously. And so all in all, we feel good about the direction that we're trending right now.
I guess it would be safe to say you kind of lean on that defense because they're a veteran group for you.
Definitely. Veteran group. Zay Youngblood will be starting for his third straight year. Andrew Chapman starting for his fourth straight year. He started since he was a freshman. Same with Terry Thomas at free safety. He started since he was a freshman. And so the guys on that side of the ball have played a lot of snaps.
What does that bring to your overall team, the experience of guys like you just mentioned, including Youngblood, who's a good one?
You can't. One of my mentors told me a long time ago, nothing can replace experience. And so for us on that side of the ball, it means a lot because those guys get it when we're trying to coach them up. They understand exactly what we're trying to say. Coach Johnson, our defensive coordinator, he doesn't have to repeat himself a lot because those guys have heard it. They understand it. And so now it's, a lot of it's muscle memory. They just go out and do it. And so, the experience on that side of the ball is definitely a key for us.
Childersburg, down through the years, has had great running backs and breakaway speed. What about in the backfield outside of your quarterback?
All right, so outside of our quarterback, Terry Thomas is one of our handful of two-way guys, and he'll play tailback for us. But we're really excited about Xavier Garrett, a guy who had, somewhat of a breakout season last year, had some big runs in our spring game this year. And, he's just in the open field, he's without a doubt the fastest player on our team, has great track speed, runs the 100 meters in track, and does a great job with that. He'll probably be a state qualifier in track this year. And, with the ball in his hands, we feel good about what he can do. And, our job is to get him in open space and let him go.
Game week tonight as Childersburg and Shelby County get together. And coming out of fall camp, some of the really strong pluses that you've been able to see, not just from fall camp, but summer workouts and spring training as well?
We've gotten stronger, which has allowed us to play more physical, which is going to be a big deal for us tonight because Shelby County will be an extremely physical football team. And they're a wing T team. They really just bear down in the trenches. And so we focus, not just for Shelby County, but for the season as a whole, we focus on getting stronger, getting a little bit more flexible, getting faster, just getting physically prepared for the season ahead. And hopefully we'll see some of those dividends pay out tonight.
Some of the keys defensively to keeping a check on the wing T offense.
You got to win first down. You've got, you can't play 2nd and 2 against a wing T team. You've got to play 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8 in order to get them into a 3rd and 5. You don't want to play 3rd and 1 against a wing T team because you can do everything right and they can still pick up 2 or 3 yards. And so you want to have them in a situation to where it's 3rd and 5 plus, to where they have to throw the football, which is what they don't want to do. And so again, it starts with winning first down. Giving up 3 yards or less on first down goes a long way. And then offensively, we've got to put pressure on them by scoring. We've got to continue to score to get them out of their comfort zone, to make them pick up the pace.
Down through the years, Shelby County and Childersburg has played some really, really good football games, and Shelby County is a team that's up and coming once again. They were down a few years, but they're coming back now.
They are, and then in the last few years have been dogfights. So we went down there 2 years ago and came away with a 21-14 win. And last year was a very tight game all the way through. We ended up winning 13-0, but it was a 7-0 ball game for 3.5 quarters, and we finally scored late to put it away. But that's again, Heath Childers, their head football coach, is a great ball coach, one of the best ball coaches I think in just the state of Alabama, because he does so much with not a lot of talent, but again, because of they're a wing T team, they play tough on defense. They can go into a game with not as much talent and still give a lot of people fits. And so, for us, again, we've got to carry the tone physically, play mistake-free as much as possible on offense, taking care of the football, and putting some pressure on them.
We did a game last night, and Carver of Montgomery and Jeff Davis, and they were a capsule of what a lot of coaches face first game. There was laundry all over the field, a lot of mistakes. How do you kind of coach your kids up a little bit to say, hey, it is the first game, but we got to be very disciplined here?
We talked all week long about drive killers. Penalties are drive killers. And so for us, we've got to find a way to be mentally sharp. You've got to find a way, talking to the offensive line yesterday, there's times when you want to make a play, but understanding that a holding penalty can be a drive killer. And so sometimes, you're better off, just letting go of a block, and maybe we get a 2-yard gain instead of you holding. We spring a big play, but then it's coming back, for a holding call. So the mental reps this week have been huge. Understanding where you are on the field. The new play clock rule is going to be a big deal for us. We got to be a little bit more alert. I expect to probably see, not for us hopefully, but I expect probably across the state we'll see some more delay of game penalties because guys aren't used to having to pick up the pace a little bit. So for us, the mental reps this week have been a big deal.
And the longer you go into the game, especially first game, hot, and your minds get kind of tired, your body gets kind of tired, and that's where that discipline really kicks in.
Absolutely. We've really focused on conditioning this summer to be able to think when you're tired. We did some drills this week to really put our guys in a situation to where, being exhausted, can you still think? Can you still know what's going on? Can you still make sharp decisions even when you don't have your win?
All right, good luck to Childersburg, the Tigers, and Wildcats tonight, and hope to see you back here next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Coach Jonathan Beverly, the head football coach and athletic director at Childersburg High School. Childersburg and Shelby County tonight, kick at 7 o'clock.